Welcome to episode 4 of the Eagles Post podcast. I have a couple special guests, but we have changed things up a little bit. We have our first person who won our podcast, Charlotte, is joining me today. She wanted to do an interview of another student in the school, so we are joined by Harlo from Mrs. Pocock's class. Charlotte is going to be conducting an interview, and we are super excited, Harlo, to find a little bit more about you. So, Charlotte, go ahead. Say hi, I'm Charlotte.
Hi, I'm Charlotte,
And then who's that?
and I have Harlo.
You have Harlo with us. Okay, what is our first question that we want to ask Harlo?
What's your favorite candy?
What is your favorite candy?
Probably like Hershey's chocolate and stuff.
Hershey's chocolate. Do you have like a specific kind of Hershey's chocolate?
No, I don't think so.
I like the chocolate that has like the filling in it. I like that one the best. That one's pretty good.
Yummy.
Okay, so Harlow's going to know this one too, and Charlotte, we talk about it, Mrs. Kewen. We talk about our 8 keys of excellence, right? Do you know our 8 keys of excellence off the top of your head? Harlow? Give me one.
Commitment.
Boom. Commitment's one. So we got our 8 keys. We have balance, commitment, this is it, flexibility, integrity, failure leads to success, ownership, speaks with good purpose. So Charlotte, why don't you choose one of these and ask Harlow a time that maybe she's had to use one of those 8 keys. So the word is
What did you do with balance?
yeah. So have you ever had to balance things in your life? Have you ever felt like you were doing something too much of one thing and it was affecting another area of your life?
Well, we had to do this like group we had to do this like group project, and I wanted like everything to be like equal, so like everyone can have like the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So like no one gets like sad or mad.
Yeah. Did you have any problems when that came out? Did everybody agree with you, or did you have to maybe problem solve with some people a little bit?
I mean, we both talked. Well, all of us talked about our ideas, and we like agreed on one.
Oh, nice. What project were you guys doing?
We had to like make like a roller coaster with a marble.
Oh, the marble roller coasters for STEM? Those are sweet. We did those in here too, didn't we, Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
Those are really cool. That's hard because STEM, there's not a lot of right answers, right? Anything can be a right answer. So anytime we have a lot of different people thinking different ways, and that happens in here too, right, Charlotte?
Yeah.
So when we did roller coasters, how did your roller coaster go with your group?
Bad.
Why'd it go bad?
Because Dorian didn't want to work with us, but we really wanted to.
Yeah, and does that happen sometimes? Are we going to have people that didn't want to work with us? Dorian had great ideas, right? Dorian ended up having a really cool roller coaster. But we had to kind of working with other people, right? And it wasn't just Dorian's group. There's lots of groups that did it.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. So sometimes the hardest thing is, especially like think about Mr.Mishou and how many teachers we have in the school.
A lot.
2 kindergarten teachers.
Yeah.
2 first grade teachers.
And then
2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and we got Mrs. Spivey, we got Mrs. Grant, we got Mrs. Mill. We got all these teachers in here, right? Do you think we always all have the same exact ideas?
no.
Because who's our principal?
Mrs.
Ms.
Johnson.
Johnson, right? Ms. Johnson makes the rules, right? Do you think when Ms. Johnson makes the rules, do you think everybody agrees with them all the time?
No.
No, but right when you guys become adults and even as we're kids, we kind of got to learn how to work with people, right?
Yeah.
So even if it's like, you know what, I don't necessarily think that's the greatest idea. Maybe my idea was a little bit different. Doesn't mean that their idea is wrong. Just means it might be something we need to try. All right. Do you want to choose another key that we want to ask her about? So balance was good. So we kind of had to find a way to balance with the group and the way we work with people. That's a tough one. What else do you want to ask her, Charlotte? Ooh, that's a good one. So can we ask her, was there a time that you had to use this is it?
Did you have a time to do this is it?
Yeah, so has there ever been a time where you had to use kind of the key of like, you know what, this is it. I kind of got to do it right now.
Like we were in a group and like the 2 people had the same ideas and I had a different one.
Yeah.
So I just kind of went with their idea.
So you went with their idea and you're like, you know what, you guys, we have 2 versus 1. Let's try your idea. Did the idea end up working out pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys have to like change it at all, or was
Not really.
it not really? So that one that worked out pretty well. Nice. Very cool. All right, now, so we got 2 of our keys. I like that. I'm going to ask you one because I'm always intrigued by this one. It's my favorite one.
Okay.
I always think a failure leads to success. And Charlotte, you can help explain to Harlo. What is like my favorite thing in here when I say, hey, I don't really care about your scores that much. That's for me to worry about.
He doesn't care
What I care about the
about
most.
spelling. He doesn't. But he actually cares if we actually
Do I care about if we get everything right, or do I care about our effort?
he cares about our effort.
Yeah, right? All we got to do is try as hard as we can. We're not going to get everything right. We're going to make mistakes. So I always think failure leads to success is my favorite one because it sounds weird, but do you like to fail, Harlo? I don't like to fail. Do you like to fail, Charlotte?
No.
I do not like to fail. And when I was a kid, can I tell you guys a secret that
What?
everybody's going to hear? I had a real problem with it. When I failed, guess what I would do?
What?
I would cry. I'd cry so much. And I'd be like, why? Why did I get this wrong? Why didn't I score that goal? Why did I not remember to bring my pajamas over to my friend's house for a sleepover? I would get so upset and I would cry. I wasn't comfortable with failure. But then as I got older, I was like, you know what? Failure is actually a good thing. How can failure actually maybe help us a little bit? What does failure teach us?
That we got it wrong and we gotta try again.
Yeah, right? There's nothing wrong with getting it wrong and trying again, right? But what do we not want to do, Charlotte? What do I always say? We can't just...
We don't want to do...
Can we just, like, give up?
No, we don't give up in here.
Yeah, we just got to keep trying, right?
Mhm.
All right, so, Harlo, is there a time that you failed and helped you actually lead to success?
In math,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing like really hard things.
I know you guys are. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I can do your guys' math. 2nd grade math, I can do. 5th grade math, I don't know about that.
He actually forgot something in math.
Today?
Skills today.
Oh, and skills, yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I had to look up. I had to
didn't
look up
know.
a certain thing. I was like, I don't think that's right. And I looked it up, and we were right, weren't we?
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure. So and they were like, Mr. Mishou, you're the teacher. I'm like, I don't know everything. There's things I gotta learn. So, anyways, math. What was going on with math?
Miss Schroeder,
Yeah.
like, she gave us like our math books.
Yeah.
And we had to like kind of fix stuff.
Okay.
And I didn't get them like all right.
Yeah, but when you go ahead.
And I had to like do it again, and then I got like a higher score.
And you got the high score? That's awesome, right? So we didn't do it the first time. We didn't give up. We noticed our mistake, then we redid it, right? I always think of my first year, and we're going to do it on Friday in here. Have you ever heard of oobleck before, Harlo? You know what oobleck is?
Is it where like
It's
like when you punch it, it's like hard?
yeah, so it's either solid or liquid. It's a non-Newtopian
If
fluid.
you stay in there, it actually makes
like a liquid,
you go
right?
in there.
But if you squeeze it, or if like you run on top of it, it's a
Yeah.
solid, right?
Yeah.
So I ran a STEM club in Holdridge, and I thought I had everything I needed. And it was in the morning. We're at the YMCA, and I had all these kids in there, and we were making oobleck. And I started to make the oobleck, and I had 20 kids, and I realized I had enough for 2 kids. And the whole time I was sitting there, I was like, oh my gosh, I got it wrong. I got the measurements wrong. I thought I needed way more, or I didn't need as much cornstarch as I had. And all of a sudden, I ran out of cornstarch, and I had to look at them and be like, hey guys, I failed. I got it wrong today. Did my math wrong. Don't have enough supplies, and we had to come back and do it again. I didn't feel very good. I was pretty embarrassed, but the next time we came back, it was super, super fun, and I actually knew what I was doing a little bit better. All right, now's the fun part. Let's ask her some fun questions.
Okay.
So, Charlotte, what would you like to ask Harlo? We got a whole bunch of stuff here.
What's your favorite thing to do?
Ooh, favorite thing to do, inside of school, outside of school? What do you like to do?
Anything.
I like to like go home and play with my cat.
Oh, what's his name? Boy or girl?
Girl.
Girl? What's her name?
Mooney.
Mooney. Mooney
You
the
want to
cat.
know what happened to mine?
What happened to yours?
It died.
Ah,
It's a
shoot.
kitten. It
Oh.
was.
Darn it. All right, next question. What else we got, Charlotte? Can I ask one?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I think this is a good question. Who is anybody, parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, teacher, that's
Or
taught you, or friend, that's taught you like a really valuable lesson? That's a good question. Thank you.
Probably like my mom.
Nice. So what was something that really your mom taught you? That was like, you know what, that's really important. I'm going to use it the rest of my life.
She said like always like try your best.
Absolutely. That's a great piece of advice, right? And anytime you're maybe failing, you think, well, you know, my mom just said try my best. That's all that really matters, right? All right. What else do you want to ask, Charlotte?
What's your favorite animal?
Ooh, favorite animal.
Ooh. Probably like a cheetah.
Ooh, a cheetah. That'd be fast. Would you want to be a cheetah? If you could be one animal, what would you want to be?
Probably like a lion.
Oh, king of the jungle. What would you want to be, Charlotte?
A cat.
You'd want to be a cat? I think I would want... What would I want to be? It sounds weird. I would want to be a shark. Just because I'm scared of them and I'm intrigued about the ocean, and it kind of scares me because I don't know what's in the
Kyle
ocean.
wants to be a shark.
Kyle does want to be a shark.
Yeah.
That is a very good call. All right, Charlotte, we got time for one more question, and we're going to close it up. What do you want to ask her?
What's your favorite movie and show?
Ooh, very good. What's your favorite movie and or TV show? Or you can give us both.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is like Tangled.
Tangled.
And show, probably like Friends. Or
Do you watch Friends? I love Friends. Who's your favorite character?
It has to be like Rachel or
Rachel.
Phoebe.
Right, Phoebe's hilarious. I like Chandler.
My show
What do you like, Charlotte?
is Starman.
Starman?
No, Starman.
Darman?
Yeah.
What is that? I have no idea what that is.
It's like
A show.
Well, clearly, it's a show.
And it has some people acting like Karens.
Oh, great. So maybe not being super nice? Yeah. Cool. All right. Charlotte, do you want to tell Harlo thank you for coming on to our podcast and being our first ever interview guest?
Thank you.
All right. Harlo, thanks for joining us. This was awesome. This is a wrap on our first one. We'll be doing more interviews around the school with teachers and that. What sound do you want to end with?
Let me hear them again.
With the heartbeat, air horn, brass, alarm, or the pause?
Alarm.
The alarm? All right, we're going to end on the alarm. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Fly, Eagles, fly.